Welcome back, everyone. We are now acclimated to our new job with the Blue Jays, so it's time to get to work on the 1999 offseason. No Blue Jays won AL Gold Gloves this year, but two former Astros did. Reynal Mendoza wins at pitcher. We traded him to the Twins to get Juan Castillo. And Darryl Sherman, who was part of our 96 World Series team, wins in left field for the third time. No Astros win a Gold Glove for the fourth straight year. Colorado Rockies shortstop Jose Hernandez won his fourth career award. Red Sox closer Mel Rojas wins Fireman of the Year in the American League. Teammate Omar Olivares takes second despite earning more first-place votes than Rojas. And Jim McCready, a former Astros farmhand, takes third, gives the Red Sox a sweep of the medal stand. Free agent signing Mariano Rivera wins his third career Fireman of the Year award for the Astros, and it was unanimous. On top of it, he didn't give up a single run in the postseason and collected his fifth World Series ring. Mark Wohlers finishes fifth in a down year after winning this award for 4 straight seasons. Jeff Kent wins a Silver Slugger for the 7th straight season. This is the first year he's done it as a designated hitter. The Astros have 2 Silver Slugger winners again this year. Barry Bonds wins his 13th in left field, which is no surprise. Jason Beret wins it as a pitcher. He had some great hitting performances on stream, and it's awesome that he won this award. Our Blue Jays finally take center stage as shortstop Rafael Furcal wins the AL Rookie of the Year award. His great all-around season is a big source of hope for this franchise. Mariners' David Eckstein finished second. Astros rookie Damian Sapp won NL Rookie of the Year, just beating out Adrian Beltre of the Giants. It's hard to emphasize just how important he was to the Astros' success last season. His emergence at catcher made Chris Hoiles expendable, helping us land all-star right fielder Pedro Munoz at the trade deadline. Steve Avery takes the AL Cy Young Award for the third time. He was one of the few bright spots in a miserable season for the Texas Rangers. 4 members of the Anaheim Angels rotation finished in the top 8. Ishmael Valdez wins the NL Cy Young as a result of his breakout campaign. He led the league in innings pitched, ERA, WHIP, BABIP, and WAR. Donnie Elliott of the Astros finished in 6th. Jeff Jenkins wins the wildest MVP race I've seen. He only earned 12 of the 31st place votes due to there being so many deserving candidates in the mix. Corey Powell, Jeff Kent, Ruben Rivera, and Lance Berkman also earned first-place votes. The NL MVP was also close, and Barry Bonds prevails for the 8th time despite missing 5 weeks of the season. I will miss him dearly in Toronto. Jim Thome and Chipper Jones came close, but Bonds is still the king. Pedro Munoz and Andrew Jones also earned some votes for the Astros. Former White Sox first baseman Mike Squires wins AL Manager of the Year. And Greg Sims won the award in the National League for the 2nd time. That extension I gave him paid off with another World Series title. John Candelaria is inducted into the Hall of Fame on his first try. Congratulations. Doug DeCinces, Chet Lemon, Robin Yount, and Mark Clear are all former players of mine trying to work up to that magic 75% figure. I also briefly had Britt Burns and Dan Quisenberry, who both fell off the ballot this year. Candelaria's 43 real-life WAR were good, but he put up 70 in this save. He thrived throughout the 80s with the Pirates and even turned in his second-best season at age 36 with the Brewers. He made 8 All-Star Game appearances. Unfortunately, his 1979 World Series run with the Pirates would be his last postseason action. A few notable retirements. Darryl Strawberry hangs him up after 15 years of service. I acquired him from the Mets in 1988. Didn't really work out with the Rangers, but he refound his magic in Boston, hitting 41 homers and leading the Red Sox to a World Series title in 1990. He finishes up with 459 career home runs and 41 WAR. Enjoy your retirement, Darryl. The game just lost a legend. Fernando Valenzuela calls it quits after 18 years, 244 wins, 2,500 strikeouts, 85 WAR, 4 Cy Young Awards, 7 All-Star appearances, and most importantly, 3 straight World Series titles with the Dodgers from 1981 to 83. Wow. It's only fitting that Pedro Guerrero rides into the sunset with his former teammate. Guerrero was the primary run producer for that three-peating Dodger team, and unlike Valenzuela, I had the pleasure of managing Guerrero for 2 seasons in San Diego. He He won his 4th World Series ring and 3rd World Series MVP award with me in 1987. He also made 7 All-Star appearances, won 5 Silver Slugger awards, and won a Gold Glove award. That all to go with 79 career WAR. He and Fernando Mania should ride into the Hall of Fame together in 2004. Chili Davis got to play with me and Guerrero in San Diego, and also Valenzuela in New York. His star didn't shine quite as bright as those guys, but the 10-time All-Star catcher still compiled some massive numbers. 65 WAR, 3 Silver Sluggers, the 1984 MVP award, and 2 World Series rings. My guess is he doesn't get in on the first ballot, but will join his buddies a few years later. Hell of a career, Mr. Davis. Back to the Blue Jays, we filled our bench coach opening with former Tiger and Twin Fernando Arroyo. He won the World Series and 3 straight division titles with the Royals and might be the heir apparent to mediocre manager Joe Kawakowski. He's got great development ratings. I only wish his relationships with the team were a little stronger. Pat Carlson's our new pitching coach. He didn't have the best of luck with the expansion Marlins, but has some of the best ratings in the game. Joe Kirby becomes our hitting coach. He's well-traveled, helping the Phillies and Mets to the playoffs. Now it's time to teach these Blue Jays how to hit. Former Cardinal Hal Smith is our new first base coach. In addition to helping out on the field, he should be great at teaching catching and infield defense. The only issue with Hal Smith is his dissatisfaction with normal personalities, which hurts our coaching cohesion, but it's still pretty good though. We fired and replaced most of our minor league managers and a few of the coaches. Brian Kingman, Blue Moon Odom, and Orlando Ramirez are a few big leaguers that might ring a bell. Cost $335,000, which isn't chump change for a small market team, but had to happen with our minor league system to produce. Key and Will Catan retain their positions as subscriber coaches. Good luck, gentlemen. Ben Atkinson got a 3-year deal to manage AA Erie in the Angels organization. Nice work and good luck. Our owner wants us to play near 500 ball and upgrade third base. I'm skeptical about my ability to meet those this season, but want to keep my owner in a decent mood. So I think we can improve our defensive efficiency by keeping Kevin Ory at third and acquiring a couple good defensive outfielders. I also think we can lower our ticket prices to push our attendance up. 11 players are eligible for arbitration. We got 1-year extensions done with Hideo Nomo, Dave Malicki, Holbert Cabrera, Kevin Ory, and DeMond Smith. I had no interest in any of the others, and they couldn't fetch anything in a trade, so we non-tendered them. Eddie Zambrano was our starting center fielder last season. He declined arbitration, so we'll get a supplemental first-round pick, assuming he signs a major league deal somewhere. We snatched up 5 minor league free agents that my scout likes. There's low scouting accuracy on all of them, but I have plenty of minor league roster spots available, so there's not much to lose here. If they turn out to be garbage, I'll just dump them. We also put waiver claims on 7 players. Now, there's some risk here since these guys all earn salaries, but they're all minimum deals for players who still have minor league options remaining. It's about $230,000 of budget blown in the worst case scenario. I can tolerate that. This might be the first time I didn't make any trades at the winter meetings, but other teams have been busy. Darryl Sherman is a Yankee for the second time after a pair of injury-plagued seasons with the Red Sox. The Red Sox got 2 players back for him. 3-time All-Star Kevin Grichuk will play center field. He's fallen off significantly the last few seasons. Justin Willoughby is the 93 prospect in baseball, perhaps a strong setup man in the future for the Red Sox. Albert Bustillos finally escapes St. Louis after 9 years and joins a formidable-looking Expos rotation that already boasts Cy Young winner Ishmael Valdez along with Jose Lima. Number 38 MLB prospect Eliezer Alfonso heads the other way. Tim Raines is on the move again, to New York this time, bumping Chuck Knobloch to the bench. The Marlins received 2 prospects in return. The Blue Jays picked 10th in the first-year player draft, and this player pool looks pretty awful. Maybe it's my new scout, or maybe just a bad class. The Tampa Bay Devil Rays have the first pick and select Erubiel Durazo to ignite their franchise in its second season. He's certainly major league ready, so we'll see how long they wait to call him up. The Giants take Brian Roberts at number 2. Looks like he'll be good, but a bit underwhelming for the second pick in the draft. The Cardinals take high school pitcher CC Sabathia, who might turn into an ace down the road. Nice 1 out of 20 fielder rating. Here are our options at number 10. My head wanted Sean Burrows, and my heart wanted pitcher Mark Burley. My head won and we went with Burrows. My scout downgraded his bat afterward and I'm a bit conflicted about which position he should end up at. Third base seems like the most likely option, even if his glove is a bit weak there. He's fairly advanced, so we're starting him in high A ball. Here's a quick recap of the first round. Alfonso Soriano, Lyle Overbay, and Michael Kadire went to familiar teams from real life. We took first baseman Ben Broussard with the 39th pick. Looks like he can become a competent first baseman or left fielder. He'll start in the Florida State League with Burrows. We got Eric Bedard with the 60th pick, also in the supplemental first round. He has a lot of developing to do starting in rookie ball. We took Byung-Hyun Kim with our second round pick. Interesting decision whether he'll be a starter or a reliever. Doesn't have the splits that you'd expect from a submariner. We picked up a completely unfamiliar name with our third round pick, but Jim Essien could be useful. And so could the other no-namer we picked in the fourth round, Alejandro Fernandez. Here's the overall class. We ended up signing everyone this year. We also drafted Alex Gordon and Josh Bell, but not that Alex Gordon or Josh Bell. We drafted Dennis Tankersley and Brandon Clausen. Unfortunately, they're the real ones. A lot of guys we drafted got downgraded after our scout got a better look. Time to put all that player development funding and new minor league coaches to work. We were very busy in the Rule 5 draft thanks to some interesting talent and plenty of 40-man roster spots available. Caveat here is none of them have been scouted, so they could be trash. Ben Grieve could be a phenomenal DH. He'd be stuck pinch hitting if he made the team since I already have Kevin Millar at DH, but we'll see. John Nicholson has tons of upside. If my scout is right, we've got time to figure out if he's good or not. Victor Hernandez is the number 34 prospect in baseball, but he's nowhere near ready to be on a big league roster. Not sure if I'll be able to make this one work or not, but there's a ton of upside if we can. I also got Chris Richard from my old team, so I already have a sense of how good he is. Not going to set the world on fire, but possibly useful if I can't sign a good right fielder. Mike McMullen will probably be good enough to stick in my bullpen this year. I had phenomenal success a few years ago with Carlos Belliard, so maybe I'll catch lightning in a bottle twice. Last one here is Chris Paxton, who looks like a big league ready catcher. The assumption is my scout's wrong if the Brewers left him exposed and nobody wanted him, but we'll see. To the front office, the good news is our fan interest is already increasing and we're selling more tickets than last year. The bad news is we only have $3.7 million free, which might be enough to sign a second-tier starter. With holes all over the diamond, especially center field and right field, we probably need to hunt for some low-cost bargains. Here are some of the bigger free agent signings by other teams already. Robbie Alomar finally got the long-term contract he's been looking for. He'll stay with the Red Sox on a $24 million deal after getting dealt there at the trade deadline. The Red Sox also picked up Jorge Posada from the White Sox, $32 million over 5 seasons. It's a huge pickup for them, just Posada in a Red Sox uniform looks odd. Yet another big acquisition for Boston. It's getting 1996 Cy Young winner Dave Fleming from the rival Yankees, $41 million over 7 years. The Posada signing left 6-time All-Star Chris Hoyle is expendable, and he heads to New York for a modest $13 million over 4 seasons. Big upgrade over Sandy Alomar Jr. But the Yankees won't be the same without slugger Juan Gahn, who heads to Hollywood for $33 million over 5 years. It's great for the Dodgers to get that right-handed bat in their lefty-heavy lineup. The Phillies are busy as usual, and they got 3-time All-Star John Valentin from the Twins. He'll take over second base for Mark Grudzielanek, who signed with the Devil Rays. And finally, Juan Castillo heads to Cincinnati after a disastrous season with me in Houston. I don't think they'll be sad to see him go. Here's what's left. Still some good names, but they're out of my price range. We've made an offer for left-handed hitting catcher Tyler Houston, but we only have 2 trustworthy starting pitchers and 3 decent relievers. Roy Halladay took a major downgrade upon return from his injury. We'll definitely be on the lookout for some pitching. And more bad news. Roy Oswalt had a setback with his back injury and will miss half of next season. He's starting to look like a real flameout risk. We also have holes all over the diamond. Every position except shortstop and designated hitter could potentially be upgraded. The good news is we can take on just about any good deal. Here are some players I might look to sign. We're still scouting a few of these guys, and time will tell what the market does to their salary demands. Rule of thumb here is don't fall in love with any one player and keep our options open. So that's the situation about to unfold. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up and help others find the video. If you saw someone you think I should sign or something else you think I should do, leave a comment. Otherwise, we'll see you for opening day.